I don't have the lantern anymore. Okay, that's probably why. I couldn't unequip it because I wasn't supposed to have it still. Oh! Yes? Hey, look at that. They don't seem to be offering any defense or anything. These are just like random stuff. I have rations, camping supplies, a bottle of clean water, a blank notebook, a criminal record. This document details your criminal record as well as your personal information. Oh, not good. I have a pocket knife and a pistol. Swap. Pocket knife? Yeah. Used to reload 22 caliber firearm. That's fine. Is there not a... Aha, okay. Lockpicks. Cool. Oh. Okay, you can't put that there. Okay, cool. Reggie's Whiskey. I have 200 cigs. The new monetary unit in this pestilent reality. Rations. Yeah, as I said that before. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, okay, okay. Nice. Let's get out of here. Ooh. The barrels now serving as primitive tables still reek of the stale alcohol and a damp, woody stench that makes your nose itch. A wilted tourism advertisement from Marino's hometown in northern Italy. You will never again feel the cool Adriatic breeze. The mess on this table is indicative of the staff shortage of the old eel house. If they haven't been cleaned up by now, they likely never will. He's too busy playing, okay. Going by the labels, the shelves at first seem to be stocked with several different exotic liquors, but the bottles all contain the same cheap, rot-got Marino buys from the mob. It's great because I work for the mob. I don't have time for this. I'm not interested. Oh. Well, too bad. What about you? Wait, I'm not interested if you'll excuse me, okay. There was no mourning period for Burton the cook since everyone preferred canned food to his tasteless fare anyway. We're in the middle of a conversation here. I don't have time for this. In better times, this gramophone built by the Denison Co. had spun the newest and best medium of audio technology, the vinyl disc. I mean... we could argue that fact for sure. You see, Marino, the manager and bartender of the Old Eel, has been your host for almost a year now, charging in exchange for the last of your precious resources. He has a tendency to suck you dry whenever he gets the opportunity. Good morning, Cornuto. If you can call this never-ending fucking twilight morning. What was all that hurly-burly upstairs? Bad dreams? Could say that. Why am I not surprised? I recommend hitting the bottle before going to sleep. Makes things easier. Since you're awake, let's talk about the cigs you owe me. You were too drunk to pay yesterday and told me to remind you later, remember? I didn't... Yeah, this trick is getting old, Marino. I literally just told you I didn't drink. You told me you should drink before sleeping. Like, that's... No. F1, turn on the controls? Press F1 to turn on the controls. I'm pressing F1. Nothing happens. Maybe because I'm in a conversation. But I'm sure you did. Don't you trust your giving host, Cornuto? Where would you be now if I hadn't accommodated you? Giving? I thought I'm the one who's been giving. The natural laws of commerce, Cornuto. Some things never change. Anyway, since you're a regular and I'll probably take all your cigs anyway, consider this one on the house. Oh, really? Thank you for your generosity. Oh, please, spare me your sharp wit. Later, Cornuto. Did you say anything else? What is the story of the old eel? Do I seem like a fucking chitty chat kind of bartender, Cornuto? They say an old drunk opened the place after a dream or something 40 years ago. Satisfied? There's only one story you should know about this establishment now. Waxface owns the place. Marino runs the place. Happily ever after. What do you call me, Cornuto? Oh, tell me about this Waxface. Not a smart question at all, Cornuto. Just remember, he is the king on this side of the Miskatonic. He is the boss of the mob, the unseen Emperador. He's the person about whom you should keep your mouth shut when his name comes to mind. This makes no sense, because the background of my character is I work for the mob. So, what's the mob doing in a remote New England town? You're playing the suicidal. I'll keep my mouth shut. You can trust me. I trust only the dead when it comes to these things. Forget it. Now name your poison. Okay, well, why do you call me Cornuto, Marino? Forget about it. You remind me of a guy. He was a Cornuto. That's it. But what is a Cornuto? Cornuto is, he raises two curled fingers to his forehead, someone who has horns, you know? If a wife is unfaithful to the husband, that makes the husband a Cornuto, alright? Oh, so I'm a... Oh. Cockhold. What does that have to do with me? When I was a bartender of Isola, a small Italian bar in Chicago, a man used to come in there every evening, every single day. He didn't drink, he didn't seem to have any fun, he just kept looking at the patrons, silently looking for someone. Then after almost a year, I finally learned his story. He was searching for the man who fucked his wife. He came to that bar every day, staring silently. You're like him. You're waiting for someone too. You don't pursue whatever fucked up life you can have in this shitty town. Instead, you act like that Cornuto. Forgive me if I put it bluntly, but who fucked you over, my friend? Someone fucked us all, don't you see? Like I care. Yep, goodbye. Were you? You see an eccentric middle-aged man completely focused on a darts game he alone is playing. Exaltation all but radiates from this old fellow. This odd fellow. Care for a game of crickets? You don't get a chance to play against the world champion every day. He passes several of his darts to you. Who are you? Didn't I just tell you? I'm the darts champion of the world. I'm also called Urshel. And I feel the signs again. A new challenger approaches. Another fool to vanquish. Is it you? Is there a prize? Haha, I knew it. Prize? Nothing can come close to the thrill of the darts. Tobacco? Rubbish. But feeling the texture of the stems in your hand, the steel point savagely penetrating the board, it's priceless. And the prize? You want cigarettes? Beat me then. Beat the world champion and you'll have more cigarettes than you'll ever want. You see, I was traveling salesman for Tom Rogers cigarettes. Before I found my true self and became the champion. Damn those days. Urshel, go to Maine. Go to Boston. Urshel, your sales performance is getting lower. We're disappointed, Urshel. I see. Where are they now? Ha! Dissatisfied bastard. Throws a dart. The old Urshel is gone with them. Throws another one. There was only the champion now. Another one. The champion. World champion. Of course. Surprise? You have any clue what happened to the rest of the world? Knock knock. Anybody there? No one? Heh, good riddance. Throws a dart. Earth was a big pain in the butt anyway. Here, there's only one champion, Urshel, the master of darts. Throws another dart at the board. This makes me the world darts champion. Ready for the game now. Let's play. Now you're talking. He starts to tell the rules of the game with rather too much enthusiasm. I can use subterfuge to bend the tips of Urshel's darts while he's speaking, or agility. I have such a high agility, I'm going to go with that. Test your skill in a game of darts with Urshel. What? Ursula looks as if he's stripped from all purpose. Glancing at his expressionless eyes, you feel like you're gazing right into the abyss. He starts to talk slowly. Cheater! May I have my cigs now? Cheater! Seems like I'm the new world champion. Cheater, 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 cheater. With each repetition, his speech starts to sound less and less rational until it turns into a frenzied owl. He hurt me! Look at that! Oh my god, what a douche. Tom Rogers cigarettes picked. I was 40. It wasn't like the number of cigarettes I was told I was gonna get, but whatever. These unfortunate taxidermied fish are entrapped in timelessness, displaying a total contrast with the freedom they once had in Miskatonic and other neighboring rivers. Is there anything else I can do here? No. Seems about it. Mob is the law. Okay. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. He looks at you uneasily. What stayed intact in this part of town? Not much, as you can see. There is the old ale house if you're looking for a few drinks and a roof over your head. And if you're planning to numb yourself, Richter's drugstore is the place. You'd be fine if you stay away from the March warehouse. And I'm sure you know better than to hang around near the grandfather altar. Tell me about the old ale house. The old eel was a shady place even before the Black Day. We've been hearing that the owner Marino has some connections with the mafia in the West. The bar took the disguise of a restaurant when the Prohibition came. As you can guess, there is no need for that anymore. You can rent a bed or let's say a dirty mattress in the attic if you don't have a place to go and get some moonshine from the bar below. Tell me about the drugstore. That slimy bastard old Richter runs the only remaining pharmacy in Arkham, but don't be fooled. His business is not medicine. He deals drugs. Richter produces, mixes, and of course sells all kinds of drugs to anyone interested in a small escapade from this nightmare. He is valuable to the mob and he knows it. There's been some ugly rumors about him for some time now. What kind of rumors? Rumors of him taking advantage of his regular customers and sort. Dreadful stuff. Tell me about the warehouse you mentioned. I know that it used to be run by the Marsh family of Innsmouth. We've been hearing that the place was being used for bootlegging and sorts. Only ghouls occupy it now. Beasts that rend flesh from your bones. What do you know about the Marshes? Not much. I know that they are the ruling family of Innsmouth. Their great-grandfather, Obed Marsh, was an important figure in the town's past, I reckon. Reclusive, weird folk, these Innsmouthians. What are these ghouls you mentioned? Never seen one with my own eyes, but I've seen what they can do to people. They say they are dog-like demons, feral parodies of man. They creep out of the dark to prey upon us. You can hear their eerie owls throughout Arkham. I see. Another thing. Tell me about the mob. He looks around in fear. The mob is the law. The mob has taught you well, I see. Who rules the mob? Waxface, he whispers. I can see you won't be much help to me, you whisper in return. Not if you excuse me. No, how did he gain power? All legal authority was buried in the ruins of the Black Day. Everyone of Arkham's leading citizens, Mayor Anderson, Chief of Police Constance, Father Grayson, vanished. The mob took the streets. They brought, he gulps, order of a sort back to Arkham. Naturally, there is much to be gained during times of crisis. Tell me about the cult. Mad fanatics. Oh, again, some more sanity. Who devoted themselves to Cthulhu and the older old ones. They rule the ruins of North Arkham across the Miskatonic River. The cult comes to this side of the river either to find new blood for their ranks or new victims to be sacrificed in their rites. I'm not sure which is worse. How can I get to the other side of the river? I don't recommend it. There are things lurking in the water. Only the cult can pass the river at will, but I have no idea how. Sometimes you can see their boats on Miskatonic, all painted red, crimson omens of doom. Another thing. What do you know about the Black Day? Nothing more than new, I guess. We've all seen the signs, right? People having the same nightmares, the mysterious disappearance, whole families massacred. We saw it coming, but pretended everything was fine. The Black Day started with the apocalyptic roar, piercing deep into our minds, the sky melting, colors fading. I can't remember anything else. Tear comes to his eyes. Please continue. When we came to our senses, Arkham lay beneath an alien sky, banished from our home forever. We are alone, all alone in this purgatory, left to the mercy of tyrants and deviants. He burst into tears. Oh. The signboard carries the prohibitory insignia of Whackface and secures this establishment as a property of the mob. No person in the right mind would want to live inside a rotting, clammy shed, nor be gullible enough to purchase any kind of food resulting from fishing. A few cigs. Thank you. Can I press F1 now? Okay. Auto equip, drop, quick consume. You can right click on items of interest. Save with the choking vine on every wall, this humble residence is one of the few that remains untouched by the destruction that has engulfed Arkham. This towering depiction of one of the elder gods perches atop the naked base of a shattered statue. By toppling down the statue of President Lincoln, the people of Arkham have chosen fear over liberty, surrendering their future to subjugation and the rule of the mob. This corroded chimney was fashioned from metal planks, resulting in its shabby-looking, uneven construction. What is that grotesque monument over there? The cult erected it in place of the old Lincoln statue. Grandfather altar, they call it. Damned atrocity. The cultists come from across the river to sacrifice people who've been marked by the mob, blood offerings to Grandfather Cthulhu. Cthulhu? Even the name freezes my blood. The Grandfather, they call him. Their new god who awakened on the Black Day with its brethren, the Great Old Ones. The fanatics of the cult torture, sacrifice, and kill in their name. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Not a lot of things I can do, it seems, in this part of town. Oh. Oh no, there's plenty of stuff. There's no entering in this room. Look at. With a little luck, one might find a long forgotten stash of a hobo, or even some personal effects of the disease under these heaps of debris and trash. Cloth straps and more cigs. Oh, you can see the... Oh, dude, you can see the tentacles and shit. Oh my god. Okay, that's a drugstore. Since the Black Day, Richter's shops have been a popular destination for survivors, supplying a broad variety of synthetic drugs and remedies to common ailment. Richter gives no freebies no more. A few more cigs and it'll be fine. The faded advertisement still clinging to the side of this rundown building is for Zest, a popular brand of cigarette known for its blend of authentic Turkish tobacco. Oh, and that's a warehouse filled with ghouls, apparently. Oh, we're you. We don't have much time left. A baby rattle, some screws, and a few cigs. As you approach a warehouse which was once operated by the Marsh family of Innsmouth, your blood runs cold at the sound of a distant wailing from within. Yeah, I'm not about to enter this. No, sirree. Not yet, anyway. You see a skinny woman wearing heavy makeup. Her provocative outfit and emphasizes how she earns her living in Arkham. She moves like a person drugged or drunk. Oh, hi, darling. Interested in a good time? Don't worry, I have a few tricks up my sleeve just for you. I'm sure you'll like them. All tested on myself with great care. What do you say? Oh, God. No thanks. Come on, baby. How much? 36 for a nice long one in the back alley. It's been a while since I've done this with a lady, and I guess we'll both enjoy this, won't we? Goodbye. So I guess if I'm too stressed out, I can go there and maybe it'll help me out. Interesting. Let's go into the Richter drugstore. Better behave now, punk, or you get a taste of the bing. The many types of drugs on these shelves indicates that this was once a proper drugstore before Richter took over. You don't possess anything to craft, okay. The anatomical model was designed to a strict medical standard and was once the property of Miskatonic University. Richter frequently makes use of this modular educational tool, but it's not clear what for. At some point, this medical cabinet made the journey from St. Mary's Hospital into Richter's greasy end. The fact that it is always under lock and key implies the contents are important to Richter's drug manufacturing process. Test tubes of various shapes, sizes, and purposes. Some of them appear to have been abandoned mid-procedure. Ugh. You see a middle-aged, educated-looking man with a hint of a danger in his smile. This must be the owner of the pharmacy, Richter. A new one, surprising, and just when I thought I'd finally run out of possibilities. I mean, business. You know our numbers aren't growing these days. Now tell old Richter what makes you tick. I rarely disappoint. This place is pretty well guarded for a drugstore. And your mouth is pretty big for a person interested in my merchandise. Let's just say I'm a valuable asset to the mob. I've heard some rumors about you. Oh, really? His voice goes ice cold. I warn you to shut your fucking mouth or these bimbos will shut it for you. Alright. What kind of medicines do you sell? Ah, the kinds that people really need. Tell me what is absent in your world. Euphoria, relief, self-confidence. If I don't have the remedy already, I can make it in my little laboratory. What about real medicine? I have a bit of this and that, but what do you stand to gain by living a few more years or preserving your health? This is not the old world, my child. You're young, so you can adapt. If you ask me, our aim should be for pleasure rather than longevity, filling our remaining time with as many enjoyable sensations as possible. Hey! Hi, Brittany Dill. Thank you so very much for that follow. It's going to pop on screen in a second, but I do appreciate it. That's also how I look at things. We've got to pursue whatever eases our pain. He smiles. I think you'll have many opportunities for that in this town if you meet the right people. Let me see, you're stuck. Of course, everyone in this town wants to peruse Uncle Richter's stock. Why should you be an exception? Alcohol, coca leaves, empty syringes, oxygen tubes, raw opium, bandages, reduce bleeding and protect wounds from infection. Swimming mask. A bizarre looking swimming mask that fully covers the head. Huh. Interesting. Oh, he's got formulas. Ooh, I should get the formula for contains essential medical diagnostic equipment, including drugs and instruments. Chemistry set. I feel like I should get this. Oh, awesome, man. Thank you so much. Now that I know this, study. Nice. Can I now craft bandages? I can't, I think. I need alcohol though. Oh, I have 0 points in medicine. Wait. What? Oh, I didn't put points in medicine. I'm dumb. Okay, well, never mind then. That was such a waste. Awesome. That was such a waste. There's no save also. Like, you can't, like, quick save, for example. There's no... You just have to live with your thing. Oh, a club! Okay, hold on. Which one is better? Damage 1 to 3. Whereas 1 to 6, it has less handling, costs more AP. Cool. Right, so I could leave this area here. In fact, that's probably what we're gonna do. I probably need to go to the left, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the right. I don't want to go into the warehouse yet. That seems too dangerous. Are you looking at me? Who? Me? No, sir. No, I didn't. Damn. Okay. Let's not piss anyone off from the mob then. Tainted meat. Ugh. I wonder if there's a way to increase my medicine eventually. There's all kinds of weird relics behind the broken glass of this old shop, which was built in the colonial era. Schmidt's Antiquity. Hey, Off-Buff, what's up? How you doing? Carved into marble, this is an almost man-sized statue of Pan, god of the mountain wild in ancient Greek mythology. Behind the broken glass, recollection of... Wow, we've seen that before. A late 18th century Italian harpsichord. You're astounded to see this delicate instrument in such excellent condition. Henry Fuseli's famous painting of a key event in Norse mythology. The god Thor is depicted nude and triumphant, battering the head of Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, under a stormy firmament. For a reproduction, it is expertly done.